Hello and welcome to You Greedy Bastards, where we showcase, introduce, and bring awareness to homelessness and housing instability in America. I am your host, Kimberly DeHenio. Today joining me is our lovely Charles Williams. He's the CEO and Managing Director of Pioneer Realty Capital.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. Thanks for having me on your show.
Of course, we love having you. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited about the initiatives that we're associated with. I'm obviously excited about your show. So today's a good day.
Today is a good day.
Yeah.
I wanted you to introduce yourself a little bit more to our audience. What your company is, Pioneer Realty Capital, what you do, what your job entails, things like that.
Well, Pioneer Realty Capital is a vertically integrated commercial real estate firm. Now that does some really big fancy words, and I'm not quite sure of all the meaning either. So if you're struggling with that, then I'm with you. But that's what they told me to say. So, no, what we do, we provide commercial mortgage loans. We help people identify the right capital. We own land. We develop land, commercial real estate development, and we also have an investor platform where individuals who are retirees, they want to make their money grow, they can invest with us on one of our investment platforms, and we put that money in the project, we create value, and we try to return them. Well, we absolutely return their money back, and we try to return it back with some babies. So the goal is to make that money grow. So that's what we primarily do.
That's awesome. So I know you work very closely with our sponsor and nonprofit, Project PRC. Mm-hmm. If you don't mind just kind of reiterating and telling us a little bit about how you guys work together, how y'all intertwine.
Yeah. So as a real estate development company, there are a couple services that we provide to the nonprofit Project PRC. Mm-hmm. One, we're an advisor to Project PRC because as a nonprofit, it can't be in the real estate business like a for-profit company.
Of course.
So we help arrange their acquisitions when they're looking to acquire properties. We also serve as the developer for Project PRC. So we'll go out, buy the land, we'll develop multifamily properties, and then we'll sell those properties to Project PRC, who will use them for affordable housing. Mm-hmm. And so we serve as that primary developer and advisor, helping them grow their portfolio as they try to achieve 155,000 properties across the United States.
Wow, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. I know that as a commercial real estate business, there's a lot of, different kinds of commercial real estate. What sets you apart in this particular business?
Well, I think our company is mission driven. We focus on market rate deals. We've been in business 20 years. So for 20 years, we focused on market rate opportunities. But you can't ignore the crisis that's occurring here in the United States. And now that the economy is changing, a recession is coming. My fear is more people are going to be impacted by not having suitable housing. And we're going to see those homelessness numbers go up unless we do something about it. Mm-hmm. So our company made the decision that while we do continue to pursue market rate deals, we don't do it exclusive. Now, the majority of our business is looking for opportunities to participate with the nonprofit Project PRC to provide affordable housing across the United States.
Mm-hmm. And I know that with the crisis that's going on, it's very evident. It's very in front of us. What was sort of your motivator? What motivated you to work with Project PRC and just kind of try to battle homelessness? And what was something that drove you to do this?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And one of the things I found, Kimberly, is there are a lot of nonprofit organizations out there that provide various levels of service. Mm-hmm. There are few nonprofit organizations that own portfolios of properties.
What does that mean exactly?
So you know what a single property is. Mm-hmm. I own an apartment complex in Arlington, Texas, right? Mm-hmm. A single property. If I own 50 of those apartment communities, then that would comprise of a portfolio of properties.
Gotcha.
Okay, and so Project PRC is building a portfolio of properties to exclusively use for affordable housing.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and so it has a different mission.
Yeah.
Now, you asked about the difference between their mission and the mission of other nonprofits.
Yes.
Other nonprofits will provide services, maybe rental support, but they're reliant on the that apartment community owner or manager to allow low income people onto that property. Okay, so
Yeah.
while they may have vouchers and other benefits that they can bring to that apartment community, there's usually something that's stopping or inhibiting that person who's receiving these benefits from actually renting an apartment, because that apartment owner, it may not be as mission driven as the
Yeah.
nonprofit.
Yeah.
Where as a Project PRC sets itself apart because you no longer have that roadblock. Its charitable purpose is to provide affordable housing.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it has a government mandate. You see, the U.S. government gave it's a charitable tax exempt status. And so therefore, saying that you get all of these benefits from the U.S. government only if you use your properties to help address the affordable housing issues that exist here in the United States.
That's amazing. Yeah, and I can see why you decided to go forward with Project PRC. I think it's a really, really great nonprofit. You know, it's our sponsor. They work so hard, and they are definitely mission driven. And I can see that with everything that they're doing, the programs that they're starting. You know, and if you want to make a donation, I know you've already made a donation. I've made my donation. You know, if you want to make a donation, if any of our viewers want to make anything and support, you know, ending homelessness, definitely check out the projectprc.org website and click the donation button, or donate now, I believe, and you can make that donation. Just $10 is enough. But moving forward, you know, I wanted to talk with you more about homelessness and housing instability. I wanted to get your opinion on it and see what you thought about, you know, homelessness and housing instability.
Yeah, I think there are about 580,000 people across the United States.
I think that's just in Texas.
Is that just in Texas?
I think so. And then
Okay.
correct us if we're wrong. But I believe, according to I think it was endhomelessness.com, they said that there is 11 million people that are low income and or homeless in the United States.
Yeah, 11 million. That's a huge number.
It's a
But
lot.
what's even more distressing is the fact that that number is increasing. We've had one of the greatest economic booms in America since really the turn of the century over the last 10 years. There are a lot of people that have created substantial wealth, and we still had 11 million people homeless. Now we're entering into a recession.
Yeah.
Major companies are already starting to lay off.
Yeah.
And even in a recession, food prices are going up, gasoline is going up, home prices are going up. So that $11 million number is probably going to get much worse unless someone does something about it.
Yeah.
Now, there are over 300 million people in the United States. Just imagine if 300 million people gave $10.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just $10.
yeah, that's $3 billion a year that would go to help 11 million people have a place to live. And, you know, I think I heard you mention at one point that the United States is a first world country, but it's also first in the number of its citizens being homeless.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I can see the connection between that and the name of your program. I'm sure there's a connection
It's a
there.
spicy one.
A spicy one, right? But, you know, really all of us have an opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
And what I love about Project PRC is they're not asking people to give what they can't give.
Exactly.
They're not asking people to give $1,000
No.
or $500 or even $100. They're just asking people to give $10. And if they can provide $10 on a consistent basis, then we will have an impact on homelessness.
Yeah. absolutely. I mean, you saw the price of eggs go up, if you can skip that McDonald's meal and donate that $10,
Yeah.
I think that'll make such a huge difference.
Yeah, I
And
think people pay $10 for a cup of coffee, so I know some people do. You do.
I need my venti iced chai. But moving on, I definitely love, just what you've done, and the difference that you've made for people, and the difference that the nonprofit has made. I kind of wanted to talk to you about just kind of goal setting. I wanted to talk about, if someone, just your average Joe wanted to start somewhere, they wanted to start making a difference in the world. What is some small goals that they can set to kind of get to that bigger picture?
Yeah. That's a general question, but one is do what you can to help other people. You will never go wrong by being a blessing to someone.
Absolutely.
I remember I used to pray on a daily basis to allow my interaction with people to prove to be a blessing in their lives.
Yeah.
We can donate our money, we can donate our time, we can pray for people. There is something we can do to show our support. There may be people out there that can't afford $10.
Yeah.
And we certainly understand that. But can you volunteer?
Yes, of course.
Even if you can't do that, and you're driving by and you see someone homeless in need, can you give them a little money?
Yeah.
Don't take that negative, cynical approach, thinking that they're out there, they have money, and they're just trying to take advantage of you. There might be one or two out of the 11 million, but trust me, most people aren't doing that because that's what they want to do.
Exactly.
So we as a community can show support by just showing love and showing a little bit of kindness.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it starts, with yourself first. You can donate as much money as you want, and you can, volunteer as much as you want. But if you're not in it for the right reasons, if you're not working on yourself first and building yourself to be a more selfless and giving person, I think that's where you need to start.
Yeah.
You need to start being the kind of person who, cares about people. And I think having that mentality of, seeing someone who's homeless on the street and asking for money, I think it's excuse me if I'm a little spicy today, but I think it's a little selfish to think, this person is out to get me. I think it's a little paranoid. I think you need to start with yourself and be a little bit kinder to not only yourself, but to others as well. And from there, you can start donating, giving a little bit of money, giving even not even money, just even a little bit of food, a little bit of your time. I think that's really, really important.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I know we talked about it last time, but I would love for you to shout out our 10 for 10 challenge one more time for us.
Yeah. So the Project PRC 10 for 10, a donation initiative is very, very simple. We're asking individuals to donate $10 and then recruit 10 of their friends or family or more, but at least 10, to also donate $10, and then have each of them have their friends donate $10, and then it goes on and on and on. If you do the math, if you're a math person, you understand how exponents work, and you kind of do it out, you can see that by the time you get to the seventh power of that, you're at about $100 million. And that's a lot of people that can be helped with rental assistance. There's a lot of people that can be helped with our affordable housing. We can make a significant impact in homelessness, not just here in the state of Texas, but throughout the whole United States. But we need your support, and we need everyone just doing what they can, and a little bit goes a long way.
Yes, and for sure, go check out projectprc.org, hit donations, and make your $10 donations. You don't have to do $10. You can do more than that, and you can donate more than once, absolutely, if you'd like to. But definitely try to make that difference. We really urge you guys to start just a little bit, start somewhere. And from there, our community, our people, we can really make a difference. I really wanted to thank you for coming on today. You were such
My
a wonderful
pleasure.
guest. Of course. Follow our social media. I'm sure you're following ours, right?
I am.
Of course, I'm going to check your phone later. We'll see. Follow our Instagram, follow our Snapchat, or not our Snapchat, sorry, our TikTok.
You are spicy.
I'm feeling a little bit spicy.
What we snapping today?
It's going to be under You Greedy Bastards. Don't forget to follow, hit the little bell as well so you can get notifications for when we come out with our next video. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching our 3rd episode. We'll see you guys next time.